Hello and welcome to Chess with Simon. I'm Simon. What's the most interesting move we could play? Let's play a long defensive Spanish. Okay, my idea of playing a long defensive Spanish was somewhat upended by my opponent's desire. What is this? By my opponent's desire. Okay, this is not correct. This is a kind of Museo without bishop c4, and I think h4 is a wasted move. So really, my opponent, super strong opponent, super high graded opponent, I think here is in some deep water. What are you meant to do? Doesn't mean that they won't win. What are we going to do? Let's think clearly. Bishop e7 is a good developing move and we threaten to take. White will then take here with a queen, or with the queen. And that's okay. That's okay. We will then probably play d5, which is another good move. We'll now play c5, which is a good positional move. After c3, we will play knight c6. Then we will play moves like bishop e6. We're a piece up. I mean, I don't know how you get to 2153 playing like this. We're a piece up with a better position. Now it still can be screwed up. Okay, so this we have to avoid, and it's easy to avoid because bishop e6 is a beauty. Now, I'm thinking queen b6 and long castles, but I'm also thinking that we need to get this knight out. Okay, I don't think that's a good move. Could take here actually. Okay, there's nothing wrong with queen b6. It's a jolly good move. We're not getting this knight out, that's a slight worry, but I don't think it's immediate crisis. Maybe it is more urgent than getting the king safe. Well, we're about to find out. This bishop's attacked. It wouldn't surprise me, by the way, if White resigned this. Although, he might have a bit more fighting spirit than that, but what do we take with? We're going to take with the queen, because we're going to signal that what's important is defense in these times. We're going to play this, and then we're going to play knight h6. I'm going to develop the knight, and it's going to come to here. I like this game, and I really appreciate my opponent playing interesting, ambitious chess. Knight's good here. It defends the pawn. It can't be taken by the queen. Well, it can, but it gives up the queen for 2 minors, for a rook and a knight. Okay. Let's develop the knight. Well, I'm alright with that. Have it. Have it. Okay, so that is a piece, but the good news is, I did not see it. We have bishop f8, which gets it back. Don't panic, Captain Mannering. So we're still a piece up, and we still have better development, and we probably still have the safer king. We can pretend like that was on purpose. It was on accident. We also have a move like bishop here, by the way, which attacks the bishop. But we're fine. In fact, this rook's going to be lovely. Or even take with the bishop. The bishop's going to be lovely. Bishop's going to, stop the knight thing, check here. I mean, to be honest with you, black's just winning. And I do like it when people play interesting openings. Makes it fun. Okay, thank you. Everything's harmonious. So, it could be really boring here and force to swap at queens. This would force to swap at queens. Do we want to be really boring? I think on this occasion we're not going to be really boring. So boring. So it's going to be takes, and then rook takes. And then, this isn't... Well, look, there's a check here. If the rook doesn't take, it's not quite mating, but it's like... Well, let's assume the rook's going to take, because, don't you think? I think the rook has to take, otherwise it's just looking horrendous. If we have the file, there's a check there. You'd have to back the bishop off, but you're virtually mating, I think, there. So there's going to be takes, and then what? Is there time to develop them? They can't develop the knight. I just think it's kind of over. I think I played a little bit boringly in the middle, but you know, it's nice to win as well, right? I don't think white has any enormous threats. I just think it's sort of slight target practice with that king. And then, can white develop in time? Spoiler alert, it's going to be really hard. Because, check. Okay, so, yeah. What do we make of it all? What we make of it all is, don't get nervous when playing high-rated opponents. Sometimes they might do something that's fun. Enjoy chess, it's a really good game. Yeah, h4 is not right. Okay, but here, this was not good. Should have just brought the knight out. Ouch, you left your pawn hanging. Now that was a plan. I mean, because taking with the queen doesn't develop a piece, but okay, I accept that knight c6 was better. This was a good move. Okay. Great moves. Best moves. Best move. Best move. Best move. Oh, I'm alright with this castling. Okay, I know it was a blunder, but sometimes blunders work out, right? I think if you're playing positionally, sometimes your blunders work out. There's nothing to say here. We're winning. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. Thanks to my opponent for playing an interesting game.